Welcome to another Real Dad Movement Daily Revelation. In this episode, we talk about primal power. Oh, what a powerful thing for a man to have. There's two types of primal power, and we're going to talk about primal power 1, which is nourish the body. Now, it's a tough gig being a dad. We get busy. Life gets in the way, doesn't it? Like the thing is, training, nutrition, all these things, 8 hours of sleep, they're actually quite simple, aren't they? Creating space for yourself, having you time, they're all very, very simple to execute if you weren't hitched with this monstrous truckload of what comes with the responsibilities of fatherhood, whether we like it or not. And of course, there's some great parts about it. There really is. But ultimately, we're just men trying to make our way in the world, and we become fathers. Fatherhood is an additional responsibility that carries us through our life in a different way. But it's one of the most powerful things we can have because it challenges us, right? To be better, to be more, to rise up and lead our family and lead ultimately what's going to be a part of us when we die and our bodies become dust in the earth. We will live on through our children and those we've influenced in the right light. Now, when it comes down to fatherhood and manhood and being the best man you can be for yourself, it's energy. So much of that. You tell me right now. Well, I know you can't literally because I'm doing a podcast episode, but ask yourself this question. Could I do more? Could I be more if I had more energy? Man, that is the number one. Life is energy. Everything is energy. But for you, have more gusto, more vigor, more mojo to get after life, to move ahead, move forward once and for all the right way with your life. Tell me right now, if you had an abundance of energy, could you do that in an easier or more effortless way or in a more productive and powerful way? Yes or no? Absolutely. So what's the first step towards achieving that? What are the key things that you need to put in place? Well, do we need to go to the gym and become Mr. Olympia? Do we need to cook chicken and broccoli 8 times a day? And do we need to make sure we're doing our meditations and ice baths and getting massage? No, mate. Primal power. Primal power, nourish the body. I don't talk about diets and all these fads and quick fixes. They're all bullshit. We both know that, right? Chances are you've tried one, if not many, if not all of them. And none of them work because they are not sustainable. And that's the funny part too, because a lot of this is just information when it comes to how you should fuel your body and put food in your mouth. And when it comes down to it, a lot of it isn't sustainable because it doesn't know you, it doesn't get you, it doesn't understand you. This is information and template-based cookie-cutter approaches in which, yes, you must conform to this, and this is the result you'll get. Yeah, you'll get a result, like jumping on shakes, but is that something you want to do for the rest of your life? Is a result that's sustainable, that you're happy with? Man, when I talk about primal power, I'm talking about being a guts, eating heaps, eating plenty, eating it all. I'm no saint when it comes to food, but I've got a good body, I'm in good shape, and I've got a high level of energy in what I do to carry through what I need to for the day. What's the secret, Al? What's the trick? Well, the secret or the trick isn't that there is none. The secret and the trick is you, man. It's your life. It's making sure what you need is personalized and dialed into you and what you need. That is the only answer, as it should be. It doesn't make sense to have anything else. But when you tap into that the right way, primal power number 1, nourish the body is going to give you so much fuel, so much power. When you do it the right way, because you should have all of it, don't listen to the naysayers, low fat, low carb, paleo, keto, all this shit. Eat all of it, mate. The body's designed to have all of it. It's had all of it for, well, open argument, but hundreds of thousands of years, and as human beings, and it's essential to us, for us, and with us in expressing the best version of ourselves through really getting that energy from the inside out, what you're putting in your mouth. This isn't about having kombucha and living on greens powders. I'm serious about eating all of it. Like for me, sometimes I'll have a nice big fatty steak with a couple of cups of mashed potato with a huge amount of butter mixed through it and salt. Amazing. Awesome. What a feed. And sometimes I'll throw some ketchup on there or tomato sauce. And the reality is what we do with purpose, which aligns to the goals that are at hand. But when you do it the right way, you've got the right systems in place for you. You're eating plenty, eating lots. You're going to raise your metabolism. You're going to burn fat. You're going to maintain good muscle. You won't have cravings. You won't have withdrawals. You'll have a healthy thyroid, your hormonal health, your testosterone, all these things so important to you. They're ultimately going to gift you more clarity, more focus, thinking more clearly. Literally, you'll have more energy and productivity with your work, what you're doing. And what does that mean? Everything you're doing physically is going to ultimately affect you mentally and emotionally. Like imagine this, you're getting all the food and all the fueling that you need, eating lots, eating plenty, being a pig, so to speak. Sometimes, with the dads that I coach, they struggle to get the amount of food in that I tell them and I give them. Good problems, right? And when it's all said and done, ultimately, when you've got more energy, you don't feel restricted or like you're slaving away, living on rabbit food, struggling. You're living on empty and you're running out of juice. When all of that's reversed, guess what that's going to do to your headspace? You'll have better thoughts, better emotions, better feelings, a higher level of belief within yourself. You're raising your standards, man. You can do more. You've got more productivity. You've got more gusto, more vigor. You got your mojo back. You can do it. You can get after it. It is possible. And then you can take the appropriate actions with yourself, your own life, your activity levels, your love life, your activity and exercise with the kids, your work productivity, what you're doing, walking the dogs, whatever it is, mate. You can do it more. It's more enhanced, and you open the door and open the scope to a whole level of opportunity that's possible. This is important. This is Primal Power 1, man. It is essential to us as men, not to live on rabbit food, but to eat lots and eat well and eat it all. And when you do that and you do it consistently, mate, that's where the real power lies. So make sure you're asking yourself right now, what am I doing? What's the reason or purpose behind it? Am I having this because someone told me to, or because it's a fad or a term or something that someone has coined, made a template out of and gone, yes, this is your answer, without even understanding who you are, what you do, what time you get up, what time you go to sleep, what you do for work, when will you exercise, if you do, morning, night, rest days, functions, family things. Like with my dad's, Christmas is an amazing time. We get our damage control set and we be absolute gluttons and pigs and enjoy ourselves because of what we've done before and after and had the right purpose. And when you do that, that primal power, man, that sets you up for plenty of wins, not just in what you're doing in the kitchen, but every other area of your life. Primal Power 1. Nourish the body, fuel it well. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned. Plenty of daily revelations coming your way. I'll chat to you soon. Cheers.